I look like I'm about to show you all of the best new home decor. I'm gonna take my hair down because I don't line it up. I don't. But I will keep it behind my ears so you guys can see that I actually put earrings on today. A rare occurrence indeed. But I'm gonna stop rambling and just get into today's video. Today I am going to be showing you the best of 2018 makeup in my opinion. And honestly, I have so many things to go through that I think I'm just going to jump right in, or else we will be here all day. So first things first is primers, and I actually only have one, and that is the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. I really liked this one this year. Like, I found myself reaching for it so much. It's just so hydrating, and all of my foundations went over it so smoothly and so beautifully, and I just really liked it. As far as foundation went, I had 3 favorites, and they actually all have different levels of coverage. So the very first one was the Maybelline Dream BB Cream Fresh, and I really like this. This one is very minimal, but it makes your skin look so dewy and so hydrated, and I just use this so much in the summer that I couldn't not include it. Next up, I have the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and this one I found was more buildable, so it could be sheer, it could be medium, but I really like this because, as it says in the title, it was a healthy foundation. It just made the skin look very glowing and beautiful and healthy, dare I say it. And then last but not least, I have had this for a couple months and I'm already have gone through a bit because I have been using it non-stop. This is the Covergirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This is a matte foundation. This is definitely more of a full coverage foundation. I would say medium to full coverage, leaning more towards the full coverage side. And this makes my skin look flawless and poreless and like fresh new skin. I just really loved it. Literally look like when a snake sheds soul skin. And that's new skin. And this foundation. I tried to limit myself to making each category no more than 3 because I felt like I was going excessively. I just like so much. For powders, I actually have 3 as well because I like them all for such different reasons. So first up, I have the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the Set and Smooth one. This one was great for just making my skin look very poreless and smooth, as it says, and I really enjoyed it for that reason. Next up, I have the Coverfx powder. So this one's loose. This one, again, made my skin look really smooth, but in addition to that, it made my makeup last so long. Anytime I wear this, my makeup goes the whole day. It looks great. Barely need any touch-ups. But when I do need touch-ups, I was reaching for my Colourpop No Filter Pressed Powder. So this is a sheer matte pressed powder, and this one I found was great for just combating with oils. Anytime I found like my nose getting oily, a little bit of this made me look good to go again, and because it's sheer, it's not gonna cake up and layer up too much. So if you're looking for something to use as a blotting powder that's better for on the go, I would highly recommend the Colourpop sheer pressed powder. As far as my brows go, it's no surprise that the 2 products I have are the ones I use in every single tutorial, which is my NYX Micro Brow Stylist. This one, I love it so much that I refuse to try others. And my L'Oreal Brow Plumper, I use this so much that all of the writing on it is gone. There's nothing left. Yeah, I still know what it is because I love it that much. And I use the shade medium to dark in this one. For mascaras, I have my 3 favorites. And the first one, the Revlon Dramatic Definition Mascara. So this one was a great mascara if you want something that is very lengthening and not too volumizing. So this is just great for keeping the lashes separated but still well defined. The Essence Lash Princess, I really love this one too. This one is in the false lash effect. It's in a green packaging like this, and this gives so much volume. And if you're looking for some mascara that's gonna look like false lashes, I would highly recommend this one. And then lastly, I have the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. This one I kind of found was the best of both worlds. It was both lengthening and separating, but also gave a lot of volume. And yeah, guys, those are my favorites for mascara. And then for concealers, my first favorite was the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. So this one was really great for when you want a full coverage concealer, something that is going to just give you a nice blank canvas and make your under eyes look really smooth. Highly would recommend this one. And for the more natural days when I didn't want something so full coverage, I was always going towards my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. And this has a sponge tip applicator, but it's very hydrating under the eyes and makes it look really fresh while making it concealed. And I really enjoyed this concealer. For eyeliner, I have two for two very different reasons. So the first one is the Milani Easy Liner for eyes. So this is a retractable pencil, and I love retractable pencils. You never have to sharpen them. It's really soft, so it was great for the waterline. It was very black, very pigmented, and it lasted for a really long time. And then my second favorite is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. My gosh, is that a name and a half. So this was a brush tip applicator, and this is the only brush tip that I could find in the drugstore. And it makes it super easy to do wings with when you have a brush tip over a felt tip. At least that's the case for me. And I really like this because it is very black, even though I hate that they have names like black, that stuff. I hate that. I hate when companies do that. That is so misleading. Just name it black or brown or gray. I don't get why there are so many different shades of black, because I'm pretty sure there's only one. But anyways, I still love it a lot, and it is a great drugstore eyeliner. As far as eyeshadow went, one of my newest additions to the eyeshadow collection that really stole the show for me in 2018 was the e.l.f. New Classics palette. It just had all of these different shades of browns and oranges and pinks, but they're all in like this beautiful neutral range. And I think that's really hard to find because so many eyeshadows definitely gear warm, and as much as I do love my warm tones, for just an everyday use, I definitely prefer neutrals, and this palette definitely gives you all the neutrals you could ever want. Now when I wanted to do something more colorful, I was reaching for my BH Cosmetics Festival palette. So this is basically the palette you see me use majority for my colorful looks. It has such a beautiful range, but also these colors are so pigmented and intense, and the shimmers are so foiled, and the mattes are so creamy and pigmented, and it was an amazing palette. And then last but not least, for singles, majority of the singles in here are either Makeup Geek or Colourpop, so I really want to focus on those two. And honestly, Makeup Geek are the best single shadows in my opinion. They're very pigmented and rich, and they blend out really nicely, but the Colourpop are not far behind. They're really affordable too. They both are. The Colourpop ones definitely are super blendable. They're not going to be as pigmented, but they're very buildable, and I really like both of them for both of those reasons, and those are my favorite singles. Moving on to blush. The e.l.f. mineral blushes were amazing. So these blushes, they really do have a nice amount of pigment without being too... Oh no! Okay, that literally went flying out my hand and somehow didn't break. So durable. But I wouldn't recommend going and throwing them. But anyways, the e.l.f. mineral blushes are really great. They can be very buildable and intense, but you can still be very light-handed with them and use them with a stippling brush to get just like a subtle flush. And they have really beautiful colors. There's only 4 of them. I hope they make more because they're so amazing. For my favorite everyday blush, I've been using the Bronzer in the shade Fantabulous. I know this is meant to be a bronzer or a contour, but I find this makes for the most amazing natural blush. Plus it leans very red, which is not the type of contour I want, but for blush, it's amazing. And again from e.l.f., because I just find e.l.f. does a great job with their blushes. It's the e.l.f. blush palette, and this one is in dark. So I reach for this all the time because this shade in particular is my favorite. It's a very beautiful peachy shade, but honestly all of the shades in here are so great and they are very creamy, so they just apply so nicely to the skin and look amazing. As far as bronzer went, as you guys know, I use like the same two. I use the Baked Bronzer by Milani in the shade Golden. This one is so gorgeous. It is just the perfect undertone. It's like a nice sheen. It's buildable. It's just, it looks like the sun has just kissed your face. And this is amazing. I would highly recommend. Of course, I highly recommend everything in this video, but I just really love this bronzer. The other bronzer that I loved a lot was the Showmance bronzer, and I like this more so for contour than I did for bronzer, but it did make a really pretty bronzer too when I want something a little bit more matte. But this one works as a great contour shade. They blended out really easily. They had a good amount of pigment without being too much, and it did also double as a bronzer, which worked really well, and I liked both halves. For highlight, I had a few. The first one being the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter. This one was great because it had a really nice neutral undertone, but it was still super intense. The Milani Strobe Light in the shade Glowing. This is number 4. This one was my favorite everyday highlighter. It was very gold, but it complemented my skin tone really well, and I just really enjoyed it. And then last for highlight is my Pixie Cafe Con Dulce Sweet Glow palette. This one was amazing because 1, so much variety, but 2, these shades were just so intense and pigmented, like you can see right there, and they work with every look because there's such a big range, and they would work so well on so many different skin tones because there is a variety. And grab this if you see it, it's worth it. Okay guys, we have made it to lips. Let's start with classic lipsticks. For classic lipsticks, I'm going to show you 4 different brands, and I'm going to tell you which ones I recommend for the specific color and which ones I recommend for the brand, or both. So the first lipstick I have is by Colourpop. It's in the shade Brick. This one I'm recommending because I love this color. This color makes for such a beautiful nude, as you see right there. It's like brown, but it has like a hint of like purplish undertone as well. And it is a very beautiful everyday color. Pretty much all of these are everyday colors for me. Next up, from Revlon, I have the shade Pink Sizzle. So this one is my favorite everyday color when I want the bare minimum of a look of makeup. Like, this is just like such a subtle hint of pink. I don't even think you guys are gonna be able to see it. It's right there, and it's very shiny and hydrating, and it is amazing for the summertime. Next up, from Ulta Beauty, I have this shade Stay Fierce. Again, another nude, but this one is definitely a shiny one as well. Not like this one. This one's very packed full of pigment, but this one's more sheer. And it's just glossy, and it's like the perfect nude for me. And then from e.l.f. I have their lipstick in Blush and Brown. You have seen this a few times on my channel because I love it that much. These all kind of fall in the same family. So again, this is brown, but it has like a hint of that pink in it, which just makes it such a beautiful nude. Can you tell I like my nudes? As far as liquid lipsticks go, I really love the Colourpop satin lipsticks. I think they wear so beautifully. They're comfortable. They are not a chalkboard matte. They do have a tiny bit of a shine to them, but they are just beautiful. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite shades. So I have 3 here. So I have the shade Top 8. I have the shade Frickin' Frack. I like it because it sounds like a swear word, but it's not, which is perfect for me because I do not like swearing. And then I have the shade Stud, which is right here. So these are some of my favorite ones from them. This one's definitely more pinky. This one is like pinky with a tint of brown, and this one definitely falls more towards the mauve-y brown side. Another amazing formula for liquid lipsticks are the Wet n Wild ones. I really like this formula because it's really comfortable to wear, and some of the shades that I love are Give Me Mocha, which is right here, and Berry Recognize, which is just a gorgeous berry shade. And then last but not least, for liquid lipsticks, I really enjoy the Physician Formula Healthy Lipstick. So these ones, again, another very comfortable formula, a formula that is going to feel very cushiony on the lips. And my favorite shade was Nut Richest, which is this beautiful brown shade. Oh my god, also the applicator is one of those teardrop applicators, which is my absolute favorite. This one was a great everyday liquid lipstick that felt really comfortable, that didn't look really weird and cakey. It just beautiful. For lip glosses, my first favorite was the Morphe lip gloss in the shade Gypsy, and this one was very rich in pigment, but it was so creamy and like buttery on the lips. It felt amazing. So that's it swatched right there. As you can see, it's like that beautiful brown, but it has like a really nice shine to it. And then my other favorite lip gloss of 2018 was the shade Mocha Twist by e.l.f. You guys have seen this one a few times because I love it so much. This one, again, is a beautiful gloss, and it is I would say it's more of a pinky mauve-y color, but again, like that mocha-y color, and it pairs really nicely on top of other lipsticks. Looks gorgeous on the lips by itself. It really does it all. And we have reached the end of this video. Those were the products that I have been loving the most in 2018. I really enjoyed all of them. I thought they were amazing. They worked really well. I would recommend them to my friends, to my family, and to you guys as well. And let me know what your favorite product of 2018 was in the comments below. I love seeing you guys comment and reading them. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I upload every Monday and Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, I hope 2019 is an amazing year for you, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Bye.